Hello, I'm Nathan Judo. I'm here with Wolves reporter Miss Rosie Swarbrick. Rosie, we just heard from Nuno ahead of the big game tomorrow night against Besiktas. Slightly later than first advertised, but he got here.
Yes. They've had a few, a little bit of a flight trouble where they've just been kind of waiting on a runway for about an hour due to the chartered flight, because they trained obviously at Compton Park this morning.
Yes.
Instead of training over here in Turkey, which is what normally they do for a European game. But Nuno said for Punic, am I pronouncing that
Punic,
right?
yeah, got it, yeah.
Punic, they did the same where they trained in Wolves and then made the trip, because he doesn't want to get into a jet lag scenario where he's doing what we did, which was up at and many Wolves fans, which was probably up at 6 a.m. this morning.
3:45 or so.
Before that, some of us didn't sleep, did they?
No.
It's kind of that sort of situation where they've just been jetted in, literally, straight off the plane here, which is great for them as well.
Of course,
it's great that they've just literally come in, got off the plane and gone, right, let's get the press out of the way, because he could easily have gone, I'm not doing it, and sending his assistant. I know they've got sort of, quotas to hit or whatever. They've got Sky on them and us sat there. The fans want to know. But he's come out there and he's talked to the fans and given them the information tonight. Some good information that we think about injuries and Jota and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, you've mentioned Jota there, so let's talk about Diogo. Obviously, out on Saturday against the win over Watford, a bit of a shocker. And has he travelled or not?
No travelling for Jota today. He didn't train. Our photographer was at the open training session today in Wolverhampton. Didn't get any pictures of him, but obviously sometimes when it comes to football, you don't actually know if they've done the sort of training inside, or they've done separate things, or they've been running, or that favourite term that I love it when managers say when they're back on the grass, and you have to sit there and stop yourself chuckling. He's not trained today. He's not travelled, but we haven't got a further update. So all we've got for you at the moment is we'll have to wait and see on the length of his foot injury.
It didn't rule him out for Sunday, but you've got to think that he's going to be a major doubt for Manchester City, especially with that international break coming through, that maybe we might see him on the other end of things. But he didn't say that he was definitely out for Sunday, so maybe there's a chance. But look, they beat Watford 2-0. Nuno said it was more about the performance and the result, but surely from the players' point of view and from Nuno's point of view, to alleviate that pressure, that was a massive win going into tomorrow night.
Yeah, well, we had Conor Cody come out straight after Nuno. Conor, obviously great with the press, comes out, always talks very well, and he was saying that it was a massive boost for them. That victory was like a thing where it kind of boosted the confidence of the players. And we spoke to him last Saturday about it, and he said, there was no panic in the camp, there was no tension, but there is obviously that desire to get 3 points, get a victory. And he said they don't look at the table. Conor wasn't looking at the table. There's not that sort of panic in the camp.
But they do.
But they still kind of pay attention, obviously, to the form. And the big thing, like Nuno mentioned, performances. They're getting back to that wing play, the 3-4-3 that they've been playing. Some of the attacking football's coming back. The strength of defence, that clean sheet. Conor mentioned it himself. Clean sheet, very important. The first one in the league since Leicester on the opening day. So that was really important, I think, for confidence.
Absolutely, and someone who was integral to that win was Pedro Neto, and we might see him again tomorrow night in that similar role.
Yeah, a young 19-year-old on that left of the front three, taking the place of Jota, and he was just electric with his pace sometimes. Put the cross in, obviously, for Matt Doherty for the goal, and it was just, some of the flashes of play that we saw, it was really scintillating to watch, breathtaking at times, but can he sustain that, can he maintain that? Nuno was asked a question today, did he come off with a knock? And he said, all the players that have travelled are here, the young 19-year-old. Everyone's really excited about him and what he can do.
Absolutely, and look, he's going to have to go up very quickly, because it's going to be an intimidating atmosphere tomorrow night. The fans will know, the players will know. Besiktas, a European night. There's going to be flares. It's going to be loud. But they've done this before, haven't they? They've gone to Punic. They've gone to to Turin, and they've faced this, and they've got some quality players in Wolves camp as well who have played big games.
Yeah, and it's kind of that underdog mentality, which I think Wolves kind of will relish in. The sort of go into this. I know Besiktas, their form has kind of mirrored Wolves. It's a really strange, this Europa League group, really strange, where you've got Braga, you've got Besiktas, you've got Wolves, all the favourites of the group, really, all three of them, who are in this kind of position in the league in a similar position where they're all battling at the wrong end.
Yeah.
They're all kind of juggling all these things, and then you've got Slovan Bratislava, who are absolutely killing it in the league,
of course,
and you know, doing what no one would expect. They obviously got that 4-2 win over Besiktas the other week, and yeah, it'll be a really entertaining game.
Yeah, big win for them. At the same time, from Wolves' point of view, they'll need to play pretty well tomorrow night to get a result. They need to get a result, need to get a draw tomorrow night at least, if not a win, because they can't start this group with 2 losses, especially with that, you know, really disappointing result against Braga.
Yeah, especially how open the division could be. So if Besiktas get a result tomorrow, then suddenly they're up there, and if Braga and Slovan Bratislava draw, you know, it's a complete different.
It's going to be wide open, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's going to be wide open.
You don't want to be separated.
Sure, at this early stage.
In, and then you start to get the whole, you know, we've got the Carabao Cup, and then the FA Cup comes in later. Well, that's January, it's miles off, but you get all these demands coming in. You start to think about it. If you're 2 games in with no win in the Europa League, do you then just sort of look away from it? So this is really important to keep in the future of how I think they see it going forward.
Yeah.
But they're going strong. You get that impression from Nuno. They're going strong. They're gonna kind of Cody's out. That gives the impression he's going to be playing again. Obviously, he's played in all of the Europa games. You know, there's players that will probably come into the side. You'd expect, but they're first team players like the likes of Ryan Bennett, who you could expect to be pushing for a start. Yeah. Neves.
Yeah, of course. They're good. I mean, they're good options to have. At the same time, as Conor Cody identified, and they've got some really good players as well. The opposition, Besiktas, have got some great players.
Yeah, they've got Tyler Boyd, who's an interesting one because he's played in New Zealand at Wellington, and then
not the Cincinnati Bengals wide receiver, just for you American sports people out there. But Tyler Boyd,
but he is a USA international.
Yeah.
So he's an attacking winger / forward. You've got Burak Yilmaz, who Conor Cody was asked about, who obviously he's expecting to come up against.
Yeah.
He's a Turkish international, 34 years old, a really experienced player, not just in the Turkish leagues and international football, but European football. And he's quite, you know, a big sort of standard number 9, what you'd expect from a centre forward, you know, maybe a traditional
boy, yeah, of course, yeah, absolutely. Which is probably going to help the likes of Conor Cody and Ryan Bennett if they're going to mark him, hopefully.
Yeah, and then you've got the sort of other reverse of that. So you've got a 34-year-old coming to the end of his career. He's played for Galatasaray, but then you've also got. He's come back from injury, so he's got a knock. I think he's a doubt as well, so he's kind of one of those players. But he's featured in the last 2 games. But then you've got a young lad called Guvin Yalcin, who's only 20 years old, who's kind of at the opposite end of his career, had his breakthrough season last year.
Sure.
Got into the Turkish national sort of setup, got his things, and he's been on the bench these last few games, but scored off the bench in a 4-1 defeat, because obviously, I think we touched on it, Besiktas' form in the league is not very good.
Yeah.
They can't keep a clean sheet, and they've got that man that everyone knows who's famous for making a sort of a bit of a slip up in on
Mr.
the
Carrier's
national
great
stage.
hair, to be fair to him, but not a great keeper. Hopefully not tomorrow night.
Great hair, is that
Great hair, do you not like it? No, the slick back look, blonde look.
No.
You don't like it?
No,
I thought the girls go for that, no?
Not me, but
maybe it's the bank balance then.
I don't know. No, I'm not a fan of the hair, but definitely he played a big part in the 4-2 defeat earlier in the Europa League, because he made a massive error like that.
Sure.
I think if you want to do some of your pre-match prep, have a look at that YouTube clip of Karius making another blunder. Hopefully there's more of the same.
If he's not watching this video, but they're absolutely slaughtering him. Do you want an interview with him in the mix zone? He's going to say no, he's going to bypass you.
I'm used to it. They all say no, don't they?
So you learn quickly in this job. So prediction tomorrow night then, Rosie, what do you reckon?
I think Wolves will win it.
Yeah?
I think it'll be 2-1 though. I don't expect them to keep a clean sheet. I know they kept that clean sheet at the weekend, but I just don't expect them to build on it. Not through any fault of their own, just because I think Besiktas have got goals in them, but they also concede a lot. And I think it's one of those where it's going to be an away game. There's going to be a lot of sort of, the atmosphere is going to be, we've kind of talked about the atmosphere already. There's going to be, we're expecting flares, we're expecting the sort of, you know,
yeah, it's going to be intimidating. It's going to be really intimidating, and they can rise to it. They can rise to it. They've done it before, and they can do it again. I agree with you. 2-1. 8 o'clock, Vodafone Park tomorrow night. It's Besiktas against Wolves. For all the build-up on this one, make sure you log on to expressandstar.com.